And so we're coming up on the library. Do you know what is this Southwest
That's the
Annex?
Southwest Annex. Faculty Council used to meet here.
Okay.
It's classroom space. There's a gallery, another art gallery.
What is do you know, I mean, do you have any idea to the history of, the design of these buildings?
I can't remember the name of the guy that designed it, but it's the same guy that designed the Gergarsen, and he's a well-known local architect. Again, it's called Mid-Century.
So there's just a little more background on the design, and we're striking it.
We're in trouble.
Rich today.
We're gonna get arrested.
We're in the annex. Well, we're in the entrance of the annex, and
so this is the meeting area here, where we used to have our meetings.
And then, so how far back does this go? Is this just open spaces?
That's all there is.
So it's just kind of a little
And restrooms.
open area.
It's
kind of a staff and faculty.
Annex on the other side is much bigger.
Okay, and that's this building that's across here behind this purple.
From the Southwest Annex.
What's the forum? So that's the other one?
It's a lecture hall.
Okay.
And then this is the library. I don't know if it's open.
So let's see if the library's open. Everything else has been, we've been pretty fortunate today
Yeah, and they told me they were going to lock it up.
Look, she's excited. It opened. These are beautiful doors, big, thick wood doors.
Yeah, I mean, this is an architectural gem. If you're a student of architecture, these mid-century buildings should not be messed with. Mm-hmm.
How's it going?
I'm just giving a tour if that's okay.
How you doing?
I know Margaret, so. This used to all be books. Remember I was telling you how the books wandered off?
Right here.
All of this.
We're missing
was
books. Again, beautiful flow in here. Like I do it with the architecture. You just see the stairways, how.
And back here in the corner used to be a coffee shop.
And again,
That's
sure.
where it says semi-permanent, but that used to be a coffee shop.
Back in here. So again, there's just opportunities to repurpose and reimagine what can be. I think the piece where, we really honor the College of Santa Fe and even the Santa Fe University Art and Design for their time here is preservation, right? These are historic buildings.
This is art.
For us to just tear down, yeah, it is. You're absolutely right. That is an art display right here with these crowns and the chairs, and we do have to, Okay. Yeah, Cheryl's. She's.
So there's still a few books, but most of them are gone. Up here is a whole other floor of books.
So we're going upstairs. There's upstairs and there's downstairs.
The carpet here used to give me vertigo. It doesn't do it anymore. It was all wiggly in the 60s.
But this is the library. I mean, this could. I think there's two sides of the tracks. One side says, well, books are dead and digital is alive, and
see this carpet. This is what used to be on the stairs.
Yeah, the carpet is pretty funky.
Most of what's here is art books, art history.
They've created little
plays,
internal cubicle spaces
plays,
for study.
yeah.
Here's I want to do a second story view. Here's outside. Some beautiful winter weather. But again, open space facing towards St. Michael's. So again, I think there's opportunity in the blank canvases out towards the little clock tower cutlery, I think is what that's called. And there's the apartments, which again, a little bit newer, but I think the vision is taller, and maybe a mixed use where we can bring in the commercial and have restaurants and retail and nice little shops for business owners, and to encourage entrepreneurs, give them an opportunity to create jobs and do what they love. And when we
they have a big screen TV that people sometimes sit there and watch. It's all offices there. This used to be the Southwest Collection, which was history, novels, so on and so forth of the Southwest, and a lot of this has been shipped off to UNM.
Wow, beautiful carved table there. You know, we gotta make sure that that there's some preservation here, Santa Fe. So as I look out the window here,
When you notice all these
we're in the library now. It's
window access, so
a little bright, but there's the
back of the theater.
Greer Garson Theater there, and the forum outside. And you know, I really believe that the library, the forum, the annex, and the Greer Garson Theater are really the character of this campus, and I think those should be our little gems as we build around and really honor and preserve those with really advancing to the future. And so we're gonna go back downstairs.
Go down, there's a basement.
We're gonna go downstairs, we're gonna look at the basement. We're gonna stop by the Greer Garson and have one quick conversation about, you know, some vision there. And I think that mostly completes the tour. And I hope that you, the viewers that have taken time to watch this, it's a pretty lengthy tour. I've been clocking I got my iWatch here, and I'll tell you how many steps I'm at today. We're at 6,700 steps for the day, so that's 3.5 miles that we've walked. And so what a beautiful place, Santa Fe. Again,
Periodicals that are still here are down here, and some of them are really valuable for research. I used to use them all the time when I was researching costume history for plays.
wonderful. So again,
There's
just
lounge areas, as you can see, places to hang out.
I mean, it would be interesting to see what we could do.
You know, I honestly don't even remember what that room was, the one you're looking at.
It would be interesting to see what we could do
But it may have been a computer lab or something.
to
like
meet
that.
the need of like I have this idea of a teen center, but it's like kind of like a teen workforce center. I mean, I don't want to just have a hangout for teens.
This was the rare book room.
Okay,
So I'm glad that's still there, because there was, this was the rare book room. So in order to use books here, you had to get special permission. You
Okay.
couldn't take it out of the building, because they're books that they're out of print, that are extremely valuable.
Yeah.
This is a real asset, okay?
yeah.
The fact that it's still there, and then, office space, screening room. Is it this floor or the other one? I can't remember. You see how, that's the music library.
Music library. Again, you know, I think of one of the needs that we have as a community, and when you listen to the youth summits they've been having, you know, our teens and even veterans, you know, when I'm there at the Santa Fe Community College, you know, there's hard skills, which are those credentials you work for, whether it's to have a business degree or a nursing degree or a criminal justice degree, but it's soft skills that we need to be training more people on. Professionalism, you know, what do employers look for in people that you know, increase your value and make you an asset to the organization that you're a part of. And you know, I look at this as, you know, potential to have a place where there can be mentorship, you know, maybe a consolidation of the library side with, you know, sort of a teen workforce center where teens can come. You know, we can even tap into the DECA program that really helps to encourage teens to do their entrepreneurial skills and to develop those skills. But hey, thanks for having us. Have a good weekend. But
Okay.
I also look at it as an opportunity to find a positive environment for teens.
Over here, probably not open.
So we're leaving the library.
The forum was a lecture hall, but it's also been used as a performance center
Okay.
and a place to hold meetings for large groups of people, so that our local neighborhood network recently did their,
The forum, is this where the forum was at?
yeah.
For the mayor's forum?
Yeah, it's ironically called the forum.
The forum was called, the forum held the forum. Oh, cool. And so that seemed like a nice space, you know, it seemed, you know, I just,
It's an old school lecture hall like you would see in the 60s, but it's got great acoustics. It's got rake seating. It's got a stage of sorts. So I'm doing this because my minutes was
no, you've been a real champ, Cheryl. Thank you for sharing your time and your knowledge, and you're just kept historical passion for this campus.
It's called institutional memory, and unfortunately, when Santa Fe University took over, I think a lot of that institutional memory got lost. Buddy Fogelson, this library is named after, was Greer Garson's husband. Greer paid for this fish pond.
Oh wow, man.
Which has kind of gone down the toilet.
Yeah, there's more of that.
They built the library, and I believe they also took care of Southwest Annex and the forum.
So
this was a koi pond, and it was beautiful when it was College of Santa Fe, but you can see what's become of it.
And it's really sad because, you know, in the paperwork I've looked up with the lease agreement, I mean, the city threw $15 million into this, and it was to keep it from disrepair. And I think that's the stuff that us, the people of Santa Fe, we're sick and tired of it. We're sick and tired of being told.
Waterfall, you could sit and do homework or have a meal on the bench.
I mean, you know, we got to bring this stuff back. I mean, even when you talk about open spaces being therapeutic, let's go look. Can we look at the wood building before we veer to the Troje? Let's go check out the Troje here real quick.
That is like an old 17th century, I believe 17th century historic structure.
So again, there are pieces.
I'm glad it's still here, because without institutional memory, who would know what that is? There used to be a plaque in the front. I don't know if there still is. And obviously it needs some repair if you look at the roof.
So when I look at this space, I mean, there's open space, and I think it should be kept open. I mean, there's some mature trees in here. And, you know, there's a lot to be said about even mental health. You know, we talk about mental health, and, you know, cities are starting to really look at their city design to be supportive of mental health. And, you know, they say open space is a big part of that. And, you know, having trees, mature trees and green spaces. And so this is really part of that, to where there's plenty of room for the other development on the edges, and even some infill. So we've kind of made the full circle here with the business building, is what I'm calling it.
This has fallen into disrepair.
The Troje.
Work done, and it looks like it's probably been leaking on the inside.
So I'm pretty sure this is a Spanish colonial building. I think the Museum of Spanish Colonial Art also has one of these there, and I'm not going to jump in and go in there, but you know, we should preserve this and give it more honor and distinction than what is currently being given. But again, there's open spaces here. You know, this could kind of be cut through as maybe a driving point. With, you know, again, you're going to need parking, so you know, if you have that as a
throughway here, and then they blocked it off and created a walking space, which is kind of nice. But
the walking space is nice,
history of it.
And that's good to know. But again, you know, it's our canvas, Santa Fe. It's your canvas. If you call the city of Santa Fe home, then you own a part of this, and we need to really make this something really exceptional. That's why I call this the Crown Jewel Project. This is the heart of our community. I just want to thank Cheryl for doing the walk today, and you know, I think we hit a lot of spots on here, and we were fortunate to gain some good access, permission or not. Sometimes we ask.
We don't get in trouble.
No, I think we ask for forgiveness. At this point,
I've been trying to do this with other people who work at the city, and I have been unsuccessful. So I'm glad that there's someone who actually is interested.
Yeah, and so this will be archived. I mean, we have this. This is, photographic video evidence.
This was the administration building, so academic dean, provost, controller,
Yeah.
all of the things that I think it's probably logged because they all moved over to the Mouton Center. But
So-
that was what this building was a
The entrance here is beautiful, beautiful wood floor. I mean, this could be a cafe or
again, it's that mid-century.
it could be a little digital cafe. I don't want to put a corporate name on it, but there could be some local opportunities for entrepreneurs here in Santa Fe to jump into buildings like this. Or to me it seems like, I hate to say it, but the buildings that have the multicolored bricks seem like the biggest opportunities to do something new. And this may be one of those opportunities. I think I wouldn't call all of them targets to be demolished and repurposed, but I think that just as I've walked this campus, it's clear to see what's historic. We're back to square one. There's my truck, and there's the Arts Center.
This used to be, all of this was John Weckerser's rose garden. He was a big fan of roses. He was the chair of the department forever, since the 70s, 76, I think. And he put in this rose garden, as you can see what's become of it. But and then Greer.
Here's the Greer Garson Theater. And I think
she not only ponied up the money to really renovate the building and bring it up to speed, she actually came in, talked with the students, performed in the productions on main stage, gave scholarships every year to worthy students who wouldn't be able to get an education in theater without some financial assistance. There's a professional box office on the left, as you can see. There is a professional dance studio with mirrors and bars and a sprung floor. There are practice rooms that are soundproof, this end of the hall.
Okay, let's sit down here and you can give maybe the last couple minutes of
Sure. So
of conversation about really.
What's in this building is office space, probably 8 offices, nice offices. Mm-hmm. One was the main office where the chair had his office, and there's an outside a foyer outside of that, a separate room for his administrative assistant, and then the actual office at the back. There is a costume shop, which is a professional costume shop, which I designed because I came from the professional world to teach here. There is a scene shop, which has all of the equipment you need to make scenery. So saws and grinders and all kinds of equipment like that to build sets with. There's a storage area downstairs that houses set pieces and props. Mm-hmm. There is a balcony with a gallery, an art gallery on it. There are 2 theaters. One is called the Weckerser. It's a small black box that's a flexible space that is good for small productions, and you can move the staging in a variety of configurations. And then there's the main stage, which I believe is around 450, probably a little more than that, seats. It's a proscenium theater, but it's got a very large apron and an orchestra pit. It's got great sound. It's got great lighting. Both the lighting and sound systems were replaced by Laureate, so that is state of the art. I want it to stay a theater.
So yeah, I mean, again, I think that this is really the jewel. It's one of the premier jewels in the Crown Jewel Project, which is what I'm calling this whole entire campus. The 64 acres is the Crown Jewel Project, and I think this is one of the jewels in that crown that we need to preserve. And we need to have big ideas that really just give back to our community. And so we're just so grateful for the opportunity to do this tour. We hope that you, the people of Santa Fe, have a better insight of what's on this campus and what the potentials are. And so I just want to thank Cheryl for taking the time. Maybe it seems like me and her have known each other for a while, but we met when?
Yesterday, wasn't it? Or that? Yeah, wasn't it the forum last night?
We just barely met last night, and I'm just grateful for those encounters to where we can meet and get to know each other. And I'm just so thankful for that. Again, Santa Fe, it's open for your input on the City of Santa Fe's website. But you see what we got here, and you see what we can do if we come together. I would be offended if anybody that's either currently in the city system that thinks that they've already cast the vision and the idea for this place, and that it's just lip service, that they're taking in ideas. I'm going to challenge that, and that's why I'm asking for your vote. Right now, early voting's open at GCC, Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 6. And certainly, I would respectfully request that you cast your vote if you're someone that likes to show up on Election Day on March 6th at GCC. And there's a lot of convenience centers throughout the community. But in District 4, GCC, Nava, and Kearney will be open from 7 to 7. And again, vote for Greg, first place on your ballot. And I just thank you all for watching the video. Have a nice day. Bye.